She is finally here, and let me tell you something. Her kid is extremely wordy, but I promise you it is not bad. I'm going to break down everything for you in less than X amount of minutes. Just get right into it. So here's those. Zhezhi, excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She can be a main DPS or a sub DPS. I'm going to go into why I think she's going to be better sub DPS toward the ends of the video. But first, we're going to break down her kit. So she has a rectifier. Basic attack is normal stuff. Three normal attacks. She's glacio damage, etc. Her resonance skill, it says deal glacio damage if afflatus. That's her Forte Circuit currency. So we always know they have weird names for these. Forte Circuit can hold up to 90. So they're saying if you have 2/3 of your Forte Circuit, consume it to summon Phantasmic left and right. Tap the button on the ground to summon the Phantasmic imprints on the ground and hold the button to the ground. I'm just going to show you. It's very simple. Pretty much you want to skill with her when you have at least 2 of these. And that way, when you have the 2 up, you can kind of swap back and forth to each one of these in order to get as much damage out as possible. It's actually really sick. Her Forte Circuit, I'm telling you, there's so much stuff here, but I'm going to show you in game. Like, normally I would read this all to you, but realistically, what you need to know from here is that it goes off of basic attack damage. Keep that in mind. We are going to need basic attack damage on Zhezhi when we are building her, and she has 3 parts to her Forte Circuit, those 3 little stacks. You're able to actually activate it mid-air and transform back and forth, and they're pretty much just going over like all of these little things. You can move to different parts of the map. Wherever these little balls spawn on the map, you do glacio damage. These are busted. And so she actually is an energy funneler as well. But so when the resonance skill Stroke of Genius or resonance skill Great Zenith's attack is increased by 6% for 27 seconds. This can be stacked up to 3 times. So she gets an attack buff here, but she also has after outro skill is cast, restores 15 resonance energy to the incoming resonator. She literally has pretty much what Yang Yang has in their kit there as well. Yang Yang's, I think I said Yin Yang, my apologies. Yang Yang's outro skill is just a Forte portion of her skill, which is massive. Gamers, MTash here. This changes everything, right? And then the burst is where you get pretty much 21 coordinated attacks. So when activate resonator deals damage, an inkling spirit will summon and perform coordinated attack, dealing glacio damage considered as basic attack damage. Again, basic attack damage on these echoes. We'll get to that in a bit. In the 3 seconds after damage is dealt, 1 Inkling Spirit is summoned to every second. This effect can be triggered once every second. Damage dealt by Inkling Spirit will not trigger this effect. Up to 1 Inkling Spirit can be summoned every second and up to 21 in total. The effect lasts for 30 seconds until max Inkling Spirits are summoned. These are going to be the most amount of coordinated attacks you could potentially get. I believe the only other person who has as much as Yinlin, I think Yinlin goes up to 18, I believe, off the top of my dome. Her intro skill is nothing, glacio damage, and then outro, the incoming resonator has a glacio damage amplified by 20%, and their resonance skill damage amplified by 25% for 14 seconds for the new person. This is where I'm saying she's a sub DPS, where her outro skill and the energy funneling really is going to make her shine, but she can be used as a main DPS. So listen, enough of the mumbo jumbo. Let me show you physically, because I think they really like to overwhelm people with these different forms. I'm going to put the music on real quick in the game. So it even shows you here. Recover Forte gauge when normal attacks hits a target or intro skills cast. You see this little dots here? When you see those dots in your Forte Circuit, that means you could animate teleport to the different bird on the floor, right? When Forte gauge is full, press resonance skill and then basic attack to summon 3 phantasmic imprints, each following Zhezhi to cast 1 chain resonance skill. If you do your skill and you don't do an automatic normal attack, you are missing out on damage. So watch this. So we're going to get our Forte. Well, that wasn't getting me the Forte, so we're going to get a Forte. By the way, I'm not going to lie to you. Her animations, her sound effects, everything is just really, really dope. It's honestly really cool. So you skill. I'm going to show you the proper thing first. And then so now I can run across these 3, and I teleport to all of them, and I'm doing damage, right? And so now that is how you actually, really utilize her Forte Circuit with her resonance skill. If I do resonance skill now and I don't do a normal attack immediately, I only get 2 of these. You only get the left and right. So this is what they're saying by make sure that you are going to be using her normal attack after you do your resonance skill when you have full Forte. So, I'm only getting one here, you know? I don't have my full Forte. It's not over the 60%, like it said. So, and then I'm actually going to demonstrate the burst for you real quick. I'll show you. These are where the coordinated attacks come in. I'm not sure if the skill counts as coordinated attacks, but let's see. For example, if I want to swap to Yang Yang, you could attack with anyone, and you are doing those follow-up bird attacks. So it's pretty good stuff here. Honestly, no complaints. I really believe she's super solid and very easy. Another part of the kit that you could use, you could jump and actually hold down the attack button, right? Charge attack. I get a ball. I get another ball. And I can hold down my charge attack again, and you can get 3 balls. And that's how you use your Forte Circuit. You don't just need to do it on the ground. So it's very, very interesting. And these do actually expire. So, for example, right now, I'm just going to run around. It has a very long cooldown, though. Very, very, very long cooldown. Like, it takes a long time for this to expire. It does seem like you are a little bit tethered to them, but that's fine. You know, it's not a big deal. I've been running around for a while now, and it just finally expired. So it's overall pretty good stuff. Again, you know, if you don't have full Forte, but you want to activate it, jump, hold it, bam, jump, hold it, and then you're going to get another one right here. Bam. So overall, really easy to use. I like, that is pretty much her kit. I'm going to actually get another full Forte. So here, I'm going to demonstrate. We do another basic. Now we have the 3. So now I do that. Now I do that. Boom. And that can parry. I believe that is the only time you can parry. I've tried to parry with her, and I couldn't. You see, I didn't do the basic attack, and I didn't get that extra buff. Again, so one more time. Basic. 1. And then I would be able to swap in between. So that's really her kit. It's really not bad. Excuse me. It's really not complicated, you know, and it's just pretty simple. Like, it's pretty simple. I'm going to go over the Forte Circuit now that I've given you, like, a visual representation, so it can make it a little bit easier once we break this down. But, you know, she's cool. She's fun. She's cool. And she has just so many different capabilities. You know, you can make her a main DPS. Run her with Sanhua. Run her with Baiji. You can make Ling Yang somewhat viable. I personally wouldn't do it, but you can work with different units. And I love the fact that she's not just confined to a sub-DPS role. But so now let's go over the Forte Circuit. So, Zhezhi may summon the Phantasmic Imprint at the cost of an Afflatus when casting Resonant Skill Manifestation or Heavy Attack Conjuration. That was the heavy attack I showed you. I did the one in the midair. Up to 1 of each Phantasmic Imprint left, imprint, middle, and right can exist at one time, each lasting 15 seconds. So you can only have 1 of each individual little tether. The 5 moves below consume stamina to perform Conjuration. This is literally just showing you how to get those little ball stacks. It says if Zhezhi has at least 30 Afflatus when performing any of those, consume 30 Afflatus to summon Imprint Middle. So as long as you have at least 1 spot in your Forte gauge and you jump and did a hold attack or any of these other version of the attacks, hold the basic attack, but shortly after basic attack 3, press the basic attack button, but shortly after casting the Resonant Skill, any one of these you will obtain the middle one guaranteed, right? Resonant Skill. When a Phantasmic Imprint is nearby, the Resonant Skill is replaced with Stroke of Genius, which can be cast while mid-air. When cast, Zhezhi will move to the location of the Phantasmic Imprint, remove it, and then summon an Ivory Herald to deal to attack the target, dealing glacial damage. Consider as basic attack damage. Refresh the mid-air dodge counter if the target's imprint is mid-air. Gain 1 stack of Painter's Delight, lasting 8 seconds, stacking up to 2 times. When Phantasmic Imprint is nearby, there are 2 stacks of Painter's Delight. Stroke of Genius will replace with Creation Zenith, which can be cast mid-air. Lose all stacks of Painter's Delights. Move to the location of the Phantasmic Imprint, remove it, and then summon an Ivory Herald. Considered basic attack damage, additionally increasing the basic attack damage by 18% for 27 seconds. You just get tons of buff. Oh, by the way, I do apologize. I should address this first. She is attack scaling, and she does get crit rate with her Ascensions. But very, very overall basic information. Again, don't be alarmed by this. You want to get your Forte up, Forte, do a basic attack immediately, have those 3 balls, and then you want to phew, 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 phew. Or what you could do is if you don't have your full Forte, jump mid-air, hold the attack, get that, phew, you know? And then obviously with her Resonance Liberation, again, that is going to be your coordinated attacks where you, like, for example, if you're running Jinsei or Incandescence, whatever the case may be. This is massive. This is really great. I haven't looked at her sequences yet. Before we look at her sequences, what I will do is this. I want to go over her build because I do think that if you have String Master, I don't believe you need it. Her weapon. I think her weapon is very good, but I don't believe you need it. So you're going to get her crit rate from String Master. Grants 12% attribute damage bonus when dealing resonant skill damage. Increase attack by 12%, stacking up to 2 times. This effect lasts for 5 seconds. When the wielder is not on field, increase their attack additional 12%. This is good for the follow-up attacks that you're going to be doing with her. If I were go to her weapon right now, right? I'm just going to do a cheeky one pull just because I'm built a little bit different. Yeah, I'm like that type beat. I absolutely hate my life, whatever. So her weapon is not bad. It's not bad. It gives crit damage, which is nice. But attack increased by 12% while the wielder's on field using resonant skill grades 12% basic attack damage bonus, stacking up to 3 times for 6 seconds. Obviously, again, she scales with basic attack, which is nice. Outro skill consumes all stacks of this effect and grants the wielder 52% basic attack damage bonus for 27 seconds. If you are running her as a main DPS, then yes, this is for you. I am personally not going to run her as a main DPS right here, right now. God damn it. I'm not going to run her as a main DPS. It's not for me. I think her real value is going to shine with Zhezhi or Cheng-Li. But you could make some crack teams again with her, Sanhua Verena, or Sanhua Baiji, whoever you want to do. But I would not 100% say this is a must-pull weapon, especially if you have Vinland's weapon. Let's go over builds. Builds, you're going to want crit rate, crit damage, basic attack damage, and energy regen. You could either run the Glacier set or you can run Moonlit. Whatever you feel, you know, if you are going to be making her a main DPS, you're going to run this. Continuously attacks enemies dealing glacial damage, increase the current character's damage, glacial damage, and resonant skill damage. This is going to be the off-rip to 4 cost, and then obviously do whatever 3. But again, attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, basic attack. Very, very simple, very straightforward. And then obviously you can get some energy regen. Cool. Your 3 cost, if you're going DPS, you're probably going to run 2 Glacio. And then obviously attack 1 cost. But if you're going sub, I'll probably still run maybe 1 Glacio and 1 attack. I know what I'm doing with Zhezhi. But like that's how she works. That's her kit. That's what she does. And let's go over her constellations. I actually have not looked at that at all. I am a filthy degenerate. And I just have an addiction. It's nothing too crazy. It's nothing. But like, I mean, we get a little pulling session going on. Thoughts? I'm just saying. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, I could give you a guy, but like, I can't pull type B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Like, come on. It's not. This is the one. I got one more. I don't even know what my pity is. I don't even know what my pity is. Please, for the love of God. Okay. All right. Whatever. Whatever. I'm leaving. I'm ending the video. All right. Let's go over her sequences. Her sequences, let's see. I will say this, most likely probably going into them, I'm going to recommend not going for them. I just think that sequences are not needed. But S1, when casting Resonance Skill Creation Zenith, oh my god, Resonance Energy restored by 15% and crit raise increased by 10%. All right, I'm pulling for it. I lied. I'm pulling for it. What? Like, that's crazy. That's really great. C1 is very good. Max Inkling Spirits summoned by Resonance Liberation increased by 6. Oh my god. Okay. All right, chat. Maybe we're going for C2. Jesus Lord. That's a powerhouse move for Zhezhi. When Resonant Skill, Manifestation, Resonant Skill, Stroke of Genius, Resonant Skill, Creation, Zenith is cast, attack increased by 50%, stacking up to 3 times. That's big. Resonance Liberation damage is cast. Attack of Resonators on the team is increased by 20%. Oh my god. For every 3 Inkling Spirits summoned by Resonance Liberation, Living Canvas, 1 extra Inkling is summoned to perform a coordinated attack, dealing damage equal to 140% of Inkling Spirit damage considered as basic attack damage. These are really great. I don't think these are any wasted constellations. When Resonance Skill Stroke of Genius or Resonance Skill Creation Zenith is cast, an extra Ivy Herald will be summoned to deal the damage 120% of Resonance Skill Stroke of Genius considered as basic attack damage. I think she might actually be potentially like my favorite C6 personally. C1, C2, C4 absolutely stand out to me the most, especially C1 and C2. The fact that you get like such big upgrades just that early is pretty crazy. That is absolutely insane. So, yeah, I mean, but that's her, brother. That's her. Do I have any? I can't buy anything, right? Okay. Okay. Listen. Listen. It's a guide, but we got 7 pulls. Yeah, let me know what you're doing. Are you going to run her Moonlit? Are you going to run her, Are you gonna run her? Oh my god, my heart drops in my booty. Are you gonna run Moonlight? Or are you gonna run Glacio? I do think we're gonna get a lot of cool basic new team comps with her. I'm gonna do a lot of testing with her tomorrow. I'm expecting to have a video breaking down a bunch of different team comps with her out by Friday/Saturday. That is my goal. If I can get it out beforehand, then I would love to. But I do think we're gonna be looking at some really good stuff here. So now we just have a little bit of fun at the end, and yeah, let's see. God damn. All right. Whatever. I'll do that on stream. Listen, I love you. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I miss anything. Mwah. I'll see you in the next one. Actually, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. You thought I was leaving? You thought I was leaving? You thought I was leaving out gambling? You thought I was leaving out gambling? No, no. No, dummy. Dummy. Yeah. Let's go. Come on. I got a dream. Just please, brother. Please. 4 wishes and a dream. Oh my god, these blues are horrendous. Please. Whack. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Still don't care. Right now. I'm out.